cylinder.
We'll never make it.
Definitely, yeah. Okay. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Breakdown Automotive. Today we are doing our first video with the replacement for that car, which is this car. And as you can tell, things are already going well. The hood's up, we've been running check engine codes, and yeah, so let's just kind of jump into the first thing, which would be my first impressions of driving it. And also be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as well, like the video. But yeah, there's a lot to explain about this car and why we've went from the 4 Series to a 2006 G35X Infiniti, so be sure to watch. Okay, so we have just picked up the car here. I'm trying to find a place to put my phone. It's rather disgusting. We're gonna do a video on cleaning it up. The air works, it's very loud. Hold on, how does one turn? I think it's gotta be that, right? It's gotta be that, yeah. Okay, so it's got dual zone climate control, that's cool. So the air works. See if we can get this thing backing up. Okay, so we're actually in motion immediately. That is good, very good. So we're gonna back this thing up. Now there's no backup camera or parking sensors, and I'm used to both. And so that's gonna be an experience as I gingerly back this thing out. Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna be on the road with no brakes. Here we go. I gotta figure out how to turn the headlights on. Hold on. The back right wheel, we know for a fact, needs new rotors. It is a metal to metal, and that's when you really have your grinding going on. Now, the thing is, this is an all-wheel drive car, so yeah, tire pressure monitor's on. We do have a service engine soon light on as well. I don't know how much of this Patrick's going to be using or anything, but we're going to hook it up to the OBD scanner and do all of that. So I'm going to cut this clip here, Patrick, for your sake, and then I'm just going to leave this thing running in case something interesting happens, like basically an accident. Unfortunately, though, for your entertainment and mine as well, no such accident happened. Okay, so we have been on the interstate for probably about 10 minutes now or so, probably about 10 to 12 miles, and this thing drives really, really good.
Are you serious?
The alignment's not actually too horrible. It does need new tires though, and we are going to get it aligned, but it's not too bad. And you don't notice any of the rotor issue. You don't notice any of these issues while you're at speed. So, you know, I've just been going 65, and it's been good. You know, I'm not going to push it and try to go 80 or anything crazy like that right now. But yeah, just 65 and cruising, and it's been great. Comfortable ride. It's a little loud, but overall comfortable ride, and not bad at all. Just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update. I think the next time I'll see you is when we get on the highway here. But yeah, this thing, it is a little uncomfortable, but I think it's just because I'm not, like, my upper back isn't supported at all, and it's because the seat's at a weird angle. Also, if there's one thing I wish I had done, it was set the mirrors. Like, I don't know how to set the mirrors in this thing. I don't see it anywhere, so I've got to figure that out. But other than that, we're cruising, we're rocking and rolling, and yeah, we're almost off the interstate. We've stopped to get gas because apparently the gas gauge on this thing doesn't work perfectly, and you shouldn't drive it past 250 miles on the trip meter. We're at 271, so we got to fill it up. So gas run was successful there. It held 18 gallons, and I don't want to say it's wrong. Patrick can quote me on this, or, you know, pull up the actual thing, but I think this thing like has an 18 or an 18 and a half gallon tank. So needless to say, it was pretty freaking close. You can really now hear the rotor scraping with every wheel turn. We are making this worse, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. I still think we're going to be able to make it home before, you know, anything goes or anything. We're probably about halfway right now, but we're on the interstate. We're now going at 55 rather than 65, 70, so that is good, and it's just trekking on. 194,345. We're going to be hitting 200K in this thing, which actually kind of makes me a little happy. So anyway, I'm going to get back to the music and just driving. I listen to music because if I listen to music, I can't hear the sound coming from the right rear. you also don't want to brake in this thing right now. It is horrendously loud and just overwhelming. But, yeah, engine light, check engine light still on. And cruising. Okay, so we are now entering the town just before our town. We're probably 20-30 minutes away right now, so not too bad. It has been 20 miles since we've talked, but listen to this. I really hope the GoPro picked that up.
And that was the last interesting thing that really happened that night. So we pick up the next day, my first time in the car, my first time driving the car, and now it's time to see my initial reaction to all of the problems that the car has, as well as trying to set up the Bluetooth phone and running the engine codes. Alright, so this is my first time really in the Infiniti. I rode in it over to my house, which was about a mile, but I've never driven it. This is the replacement for the 4 Series. It's a 2006 Infiniti G35x. And it has almost 200,000 miles on it and needs a lot of work. And luckily, that's the entire point in getting this car, is the replacement, is that we're going to do the work ourselves. So I'm going to drive it for the first time. This car is supposedly supposed to save us money. I don't know that it's going to with all the work we do to it. Body kits, lowering it, wraps. We're going to make it a tuner. Or do you want to make... The fuck? Okay, so the first thing I don't like is this, like, seat layout.
Yeah, I agree. That is annoying.
So you get this nice Nissan GTR key. I mean, basically that's what it is. But then you have to turn... That sounds weird. You have to turn the... If you've driven one of these, you know. So it's a lot different than the BMW. Now, I've seen you reverse this car before and it jolts. Does it still jolt?
No.
Okay.
That was where the rust on the rotor was.
I wish they could hear the appalling sound that is. God. When's it get new brakes?
That's our first job.
Okay. Alright. Drive now. Let's try to get it out. Overall, it's got tight steering.
The front end isn't bad as far as...
No. Well, it's down a cylinder.
Yeah. That's the next thing we're going to do. So we're going to take it back over to our house. We're going to plug in an automatic scanner into the car. And we're going to plug an automatic scanner into the car.
Poor guy, he was on me.
We're going to plug an automatic scanner into the car to see what kind of codes it's pulling. The total raw cost of this car to us is $900. Plus any repairs or anything we have to do to it. Now, we know both the rear rotors, that's just going to cost us $125 in parts. We're doing the work ourselves. The cylinder, we don't know what's up with that. We've heard it's down a cylinder, but we're not sure. So that's why we're running the codes.
It's definitely down a cylinder. Definitely, yeah. Okay. Alright. It's out of alignment badly. It needs new front tires. Now, I want to point out, I look awful because I was not expecting to do this. The mirrors are placed for someone of a height of about 4 feet.
He said he figured out how to change them. I drove this thing very far last night without figuring out how to change the mirrors.
That's in theory how you change them.
Oh, this one's moving.
Oh.
It's a little sticky. We need some lubricant over here.
Okay, so then this one. Okay. I'm sure this is safe.
That doesn't make sense.
There's sun damage on the mirrors as well that I noticed. I would like to get either a cap for those or refinish that paint. I think that would be cool.
Oh, it's got a nice horn.
It's got a nice horn.
It needs a racing wheel and racing seats. remove the back seats and just put
A roll cage.
a roll cage. And it also, if anyone cares, has a piece of the bumper in the back. $900 gets you a piece of the bumper. So that's nice. I like the clock and everything up there.
Yeah, there's a little kid over there, and he legit was like, flat.
Yeah, that's my reaction too, honestly. Alright, let's see.
Gonna open her up.
So it shifts quick, it doesn't like sporty driving.
But I will say the transmission feels really smooth.
It does feel really smooth.
Like, so that's
200,000 miles.
yeah.
Even for 100,000 miles, it's really smooth. So the gas gauge doesn't work either.
No,
So you can't go more than
250 miles.
250 miles.
That's what they told us. We pushed it to 270 last night, but yeah, 250. Right now, we put some V power in here. We're hoping it'll clog any of the leaks. Not bad though.
What's this warning light mean?
What, service engine? Oh, that's tire pressure.
Okay. The mechanic who actually originally inspected the car before we took it said it's not safe to drive.
And here we are driving it on back roads and drove it 70 miles.
But you know, $900 into the car, total it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. The insurance bad on this car will be more than what the car's we're in the car for right now.
You want to just
Don't do that.
It's not as comfortable as you'd think.
No.
And you know, on top of that, we're going to make it even more uncomfortable when we lower it.
Yeah. It's somewhere in between 4 Series. Like, 4 Series is worse than this, I think.
Yeah.
Somewhere in between 4 Series and like a Toyota. Like,
Corolla.
yeah.
Just going to go ahead and slow down. We're about half a mile from the stop sign, but it's just good practice.
That's what I was doing yesterday. I was like rolling up, going 5 miles an hour.
Another problem with it, and this is just something I've
You want to take it down?
noticed,
Like,
it is horrendously dirty. I mean, it is
Yeah.
disgusting. Like, it's disgusting.
I think I speak for all those girls when I say, "Ew!"
we've got a little bit of a crack on the dash as well. But yeah, we're gonna do a complete cleanup of this car. But I think our first step before we clean it up, actually, you know, I mean, it's not fast, but
No, it is not fast.
it goes slowly. But anyway, we're gonna do a video cleaning it up as well. But first things first, I think we need to fix the brake, figure out what to kind of check engine lights we're pulling and stuff like that, and kind of get it mechanically sound and real good.
Which we should be able to go pull the codes at home.
Yeah, we'll do that as soon as we get home and see what we pull.
Honestly, though, it handles really well. Like, I'm going 45.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm going super fast, but on a back road, it handles really well.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with that. It's got a sunroof. Does it work?
Oh no, I'm not trying
It does. Oh, and it's automatic.
But even look, I don't know if it's on this side, but on that side, there's like all this dirt around the sunroof that needs to be cleaned up.
Yeah, no, it does work.
Like, you can tell it's 200,000 miles. You can tell the previous owner did not take care of it.
But it handles surprisingly well.
Is it automatic? Wow. And then, holy crap, this is a feature that the 4 Series doesn't even have. Oh no, it's not. We didn't get that lucky. For it to be like, oh my god.
Oh, no, that puts it up.
Oh. I like the color. It's also got a big crack in the windshield.
It does. It's huge.
So we're going to have to figure out a solution for that. Luckily, it doesn't really impede your vision too bad when you're driving. It's there, but I didn't notice it when I was driving.
It is pretty noticeable. It's a rather large crack. Okay, so we're trying to set up the Bluetooth phone. Let's try this. Setup?
Setup. The only available commands are pair phone, list phones, select phone, Change priority. Delete phone. Select ringtone and Bluetooth off.
Pair phone.
Pair phone. Save new phone. Replace phone. Or list phones.
List phones.
List phones. Paired phones are with priority 1. Save new phone. Replace phone. Or list phones.
Replace phone.
Replace phone. Paired phones are please say the name of the phone you would like to replace.
Aaron. Yes.
Please initiate pairing from your handset. For further instructions, refer to your phone's user manual.
Can you get out your phone? It'd be really helpful if we had an owner's manual. We don't have one.
Please initiate pairing from your handset.
We're
For
trying!
further instructions, refer to your phone's user manual. Please initiate pairing from your handset. For further instructions, refer to your phone's user manual.
I'm working on it. I was trying to think. Yeah, sometimes you enter the pin and you're creating a pin, but that's not the case here. That's what it's
Please
called.
initiate pairing.
We're
from your
trying!
For further instructions,
I have
refer
horrible
to your
service here.
phone's Please initiate pairing from your
1, 2,
handset.
3, 4.
For further instructions, refer to your phone's user manual.
Did that work?
No, it kicked me out. So we might have to go through the entire process again to open up the Yeah, pairing from your phone. Okay. Bluetooth. Loading.
Please initiate pairing from your handset. For further instructions,
What?
refer to your phone's user manual.
This should not be this difficult. Eventually, we may be able to try it.
Please initiate
Okay, hold on.
pairing
I'm
from
gonna turn off my board.
replacement failed. Is still paired.
So we have to redo it. Oh, I didn't even.
Set up.
Setup. The only available commands are pair phone, list phones, select phone, change priority, delete phone, select ringtone, and Bluetooth off.
Pair phone.
Pair phone, save new phone, replace phone, or list phones.
Replace phone.
List phones. Paired phones are with priority 1. Save new phone, replace phone, or list phones.
Replace phone.
Replace phone. Paired phones are please say the name of the phone you would like to replace.
Aaron.
Do you want to replace this phone?
Yes.
Please initiate pairing from your handset. For further instructions, refer to your phone's user manual. Replaced.
Yes! Now, what about this ringtone?
Success. Okay.
Hello? Okay.
We did it!
Now, what about change ringtone? Setup.
Setup. The only available commands are select ringtone. For please say ringtone or silent.
Select ringtone.
Command not recognized. Please try again. For please say ringtone or silent.
Ringtone.
Ringtone. Would you like to select this tone?
No.
No. Would you like to select this tone?
No.
No. Would you like to select this tone?
No.
No. Would you like to select this tone?
No.
No.
Help. Available commands are yes and no. No. Would you like to select this tone?
Yes.
Yes. Saved.
So we've now switched seats. We're trying to pull the codes. It says no problems detected.
Yes. So I'm going to turn it off, or turn it on, rather. Okay. Let it run for a second here, and then we'll turn it off and see if that changes anything. This is automatic. It's an old one, but you can check for nearby mechanics.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. Check engine light on. Unable to line up 2 codes. So P046, it's retrieving what these codes may be right now. P046 and P0420. Toke up. Okay, so it looks like we might need a new fuel pump. Just from fuel. Oh no, fuel level A sensor low. Okay, fuel gauge problem.
That's why the fuel gauge isn't working.
That's why the fuel gauge isn't working. Okay, so yeah, it's pulling that code.
So that's
yeah, I'm okay with that. It like retrieved. Did you see that? It like retrieved in the way. And then the P0420. Catalytic. Yeah. Okay. So that might be a catalytic converter. This is, those of you who are true mechanics are laughing at us.
Yeah. No, that's
but
fine.
Here's the deal: we're learning, and you were probably at this point in one point in time too. Awesome. This looks like it could end up being a pretty good investment here. So I mean, we're looking at rotors. Even if we were to put in just like a new stock catalytic converter, we would probably try to go like a pull apart or somewhere like that to get it. To be honest, instead of buying a new one. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm surprised it has that.
This was a very weird video. It's very unlike anything else on the channel, which it's not very professionally put together, but it's a raw experience of driving Igor, the Infiniti. Igor. The Range Rover is Rachel. The 4 Series was Jessica. The 7 Series was Brittany. This is Igor. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, check the notification bell, because you will want to see what happens with this thing.